So, I'm recording this after I've just been mining, but reason being is that for some reason my computer decided it was going to use my webcam microphone instead of my actual microphone, and that's really annoying because I literally did tons of stuff, but I can still use the clips. So here's what I did. The first thing I did was obviously started the game and I logged in, and I went over the fact that I am severely behind because Lion Nero have a mob farm, like a silverfish XP farm. Dadman and Rem have an iron farm, and Panda, Kiki, and the people in that area who have kind of been working together, they have a load of create machines that they've been working on, so I am severely behind. I then also proceeded to place down the crushing wheels and talk about the storage drawers that I remembered we had. I also had a look at all of the tuff that was behind me that Kiki so graciously gave. Thank you very much, Kiki. I am never going to need that much, probably, but thank you anyways. It will be a massive help in the future. And then I went mining for clay down in the mines so that I could do the rest of my house, which you're about to see. So, cue the music. And that now brings us to here, where I've just finished mining, and I have gotten lots and lots and lots and lots of clay. More clay than I will probably ever use, but I might be wrong because I have already used quite a lot of clay on the project already. That should be good for now, at least. It is better. That's the main thing. It is better. Which also now allows me to take out some of this clay and I can start smelting it up over my smelting setup. So I've done all of that. It's all smelted. It's all done. I have all the bricks on me. One thing though that I have been made aware of is that Truce and Heart have a villager farm area. And I currently have no tools and pretty much none, I pretty much have nothing. I'm just gonna swap that out. I basically have nothing right now. So it's probably a good idea to pop over there and to make some trades to get some tools. Because otherwise I am going to be very, 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 very vulnerable for quite a while. It doesn't have to be good, it just has to be decent. Decent is good enough. I just need something better than my iron armor and my iron tools. I just want some decent tools and some decent armor. That's it. Just diamond. I don't want to spend those diamonds because I don't have those diamonds, and if I can trade for them, that is much better. That's the more favorable outcome in this scenario. So I've been cutting down trees for about 5 minutes or so, and I've got this much wood just from some of the trees that were lying on. That one's already regrown. Wow, that's quick. Just from some of the trees that I wanted to get rid of. I eventually want to get rid of pretty much all the trees here and replace them with some custom ones that I've been building. Or not building, designing. I've been designing some custom trees, and I eventually want to replace all of these trees here with custom ones. But that might not be this episode, that might be next episode after I've finished doing the main build of the house. I might do next episode at the beginning just decorating. But I've got the wood, so now it's time to head over to... Is it Heart and Truce or is it Pandas? I can't remember, but I'll head over there, and then once I'm over there, I can check. And here we are. Hart and Truce's base, which I think is the base that I'm looking for. Because Red and Deadman and Panda's bases are over there. Hart and Truce's... Oh, hey, there's Panda. Panda's here, okay. I don't know if the villagers are here or not, or if they're over at Panda's base. There's some foxes. I realise I haven't actually been here. I wonder what this is for. Is it some sort of enchanting setup, maybe? No, it's just a cobblestone farm. But yeah, look, I'm really behind. Like, they've got quite a lot of stuff. But the villagers, I don't know where they are. I'm sure I was told that they were here. But I don't know if they are. Are they down here? They are, they're down here. There's quite a lot of people, a lot of villagers down here. And there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, so I'm just gonna start trading with these villagers, trading some sticks, trying to get some emeralds. And we'll go from there, I guess. If I remember correctly, is it this guy? Yeah, this guy. Huh? Oh, I'm just trading with villagers so I can try and get some better armor. So, yeah. Because right now I have literally nothing. Don't mind, I'm not going to use any of your emeralds or anything. I've got all my own stuff. So... Huh? What was that? Grab some sticks. Are you talking to me? Well, I need to I'm borrowing them. Like, the villagers don't, you know... I can come in here and borrow the villagers just for a second, can I not? I'm not doing any harm, I'm not stealing anything. I'm literally, like, I bought all my own stuff. You can't hear me? Am I muted? No, I'm not muted. One second. Is that better? Yes, you can hear me now. Okay. Like, it's not a problem if I'm here, am I? I'm not stealing anything. Like, everything's still my own stuff. Like, I'm literally just borrowing the villagers. If anything, I'm helping because it levels them up. You know, like it increases their levels. Hart is protective of his villager. Yeah, I know, but like, I'm not harming them. I'm literally just trading with them. I need some better tools and armor because I'm still running iron pretty much. I'm incredibly scared. I am in incredible danger. Helmet. Get down there. I'm breaking my hand. Ooh. This is a bit, I would like to point out, this is a bit of a dangerous place. Like, you should put a railing here. It's dangerous to me. What do you mean it's dangerous for me? Why is it not dangerous for you? Have you got, like, feather falling on your boots or something? Is that what makes it not dangerous for you? Well, I'm sorry, but it's easy to accidentally walk off. You should at least put a railing here. You can make those with Create Deco, you know. Hold on, why are you here? This isn't your base. This isn't your base. Like, why are you here? Your allies? That's not how you spell allies, but okay. But like, why are you here? You use their cool. That's what I'm doing. Okay, that's how you spell ally. I will give you that one. No, I'm not doing any harm. I'm literally just here because I need armor. That's it. Yeah, allies. That's the correct spelling. What is going on here? Good luck. I don't... Good luck? Why do I need good luck? Can't put... Is that a threat? Or a warning? It kind of sounds like a threat. It's a warning? Okay. I'm kind of scared now. I have like 4, and I need like 33, so like I'm a little bit short, yeah. And annoyingly, the one guy I can trade with is currently not accepting any trade. Oh. There's a lot of emeralds. Thank you. Is this just because you want me off your island? Or off Heart's Island? Is it Heart's Island? I guess it's Heart's Island. Maybe. Yeah, I thought so. It's Heart and Truces. Okay. Well, I will see you all later.
Yeah, bye.
What do you mean if I go anywhere near him? I was literally like this close.
Dude, that's all. What are you...
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I'll see you later then.
Yeah, bye.
Bye-bye. And while I'm here, I'm going to go and... How dare you? I'm going to go see Rem and Dadman's base. Because I have not been over here for a little bit. And I would like to see what they've done to it. They also need to sleep. There's so many mobs. So, I did not get any tools out of that. But I did get full diamond armor. Which is better than nothing. I also got a bit of complaints because they didn't want me on their island messing with villagers, which is understandable, but you know, they had them there. I was aware that they were there. There's no real harm in messing with the villagers, but you know, still got complaints, so they have been accounted for. Wow, they have got some proper create stuff. They are cooking. Look at all this. Oh, they have farms and everything. That is impressive. That is really impressive. How do I even get down here? Do I just continue down this ladder? No, the ladder looks like it goes too far. Is it this ladder that you go down? It might be. Is that their mine? Yeah, look at this. What's in this? Help Kiki, maybe? War? Wait. War? Declare a prank war as we are neighbors. Oh. Well, that's interesting. They have a kelp farm, which is currently overflowing. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna take all the excess. What's this? Baked potato farm? That's pretty cool. Baked potato farm. What's this? Oh, poisonous potatoes, right? Is that what it's filled with? Yeah, poisonous potatoes. Crafter. Oh, is this the iron farm that I was told about? 46 iron ingots. Nice. Lots of water wheels. Oh, absolutely tons of water wheels. What does it say? Warning, spider spawners contained within. Okay, I'm not gonna touch that. They have enchanting setup. They have tons of stuff over here. This is cool. I need to make myself an iron farm, and I need to make it pretty soon, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest. But that's probably not going to happen today. That's probably going to happen some other time. Oh. The server punished me for looking at the coolness. So, it's the next day. Because... One second. Because after that last clip that you saw, we had some connection issues with the server. It wasn't that I was disconnected. I mean, it was that I was disconnected, but it wasn't that I had issues with on my end. The server actually had some issues, and it just kicked off like a few people, and then it proceeded to crash, and yeah, there was quite a few things. So it was not my fault. It was not. I guess the server did punish me for looking at the coolness, but besides the point is I'm back here now, and I'm still in Dadman's base, which I did mention that it would be very... I mentioned to my brother that it would be very funny if I logged on and Dadman was on, and I'm just sitting in his base. That'd be pretty awkward, but he isn't on, so we're all good. Not that me being in his base would be weird, or that he would be concerned that I was in his base, but, you know, it is still something that needs to be addressed. But we were... I can't even remember what we were doing. I haven't been on the server for a good 12... No, 12, 24 hours? I can't remember. I can't count properly. Like, I can't count this. I don't quite remember. It's been quite a while. Maybe 20 hours? Besides the point, I can't even remember what we were doing. So, I'm back home. Kinda. That's actually a much better way to get up other than clambering away. I could just climb up all this water here. Anywho, so yes, we need to start working on the base. That is the main plan for today. Well, it was the main plan for this episode, but again, connection issues, so I've had to wait until the day after I was planning on doing all of this. But there we are, it's sorted now. One of the main things that I have realised with my base is with the roof. I was looking back at some of the clips from last episode because I've been editing it, and I've noticed something about the roof which I haven't quite realised before, but I've realised now, and that is I have no clue how it actually works. Because... why have I put that? Because this roof goes up here, but how does it then connect into this? At the moment, these are still two separate buildings, which is fine, but I have a feeling I'm going to have to level off this roof here. So this roof slopes up like this, and then goes flat to connect into this building here. Which means that this side is also going to have to be flat. Or this side is flat and then it slowly but surely goes flat here. I am not quite sure, but I have noticed that I was unsure of how I wanted to do it. So that is one thing that I have realized. Another thing that I've realized is I need to remove some of these trees because it makes any sort of time lapse with the replay mod an absolute nightmare because they are in the way. So I'm going to remove them, and they're going to be replaced with some custom trees. Maybe at the end of this episode, maybe the end of next episode, at some point next episode. But they have to go, I'm afraid. Oh. Who's there? I hear people. Where are you?
You hear people. What do you hear? That's weird.
I hear a panda. Where is the panda?
I don't know why you hear people, because there's no one here.
Where is the panda? I can see you on my map. Where are you?
I'm right here, bro.
Oh, hello, panda. What?
Hey. What?
I saw you yesterday and you were in diamond armor and now you're in netherite.
Yeah.
That is...
1 second. Heart's also coming.
Don't worry.
I mean, it looks good. I mean, it's not done, but it does.
It's not done, no, but it is looking good so far. I have a create workshop too, come.
Okay.
Well, come in,
Yeah,
come in the front door.
Oh, the lag.
Every time I look away from you, I can't hear you, which is very annoying.
That's just, no, it doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, this is my little create workshop. It's not everything's not in here yet, but it's a start.
We're about to go fight the wither.
You're what?
We're about to go fight the wither.
Yeah.
We have 6 skulls.
You're fighting the wither. Why do you need to fight the wither particularly? Just for beacons? Or...
Yeah, beacon. And for fun, I
Yeah.
guess.
And what, sorry?
And for fun, Heart likes fighting withers.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I mean, we're geared for it, so might as well.
Yeah,
We're gonna do one now, and then we're gonna wait for Truce to do the second one.
yeah,
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because I have 3 skulls, and then Heart also has 3 skulls.
Yeah.
That is...
Or does Truce have them? Oh.
But I said that I realized just how far behind I am. Probably because I think I'm one of the, like, only 3 people who is actually recording this preseason. Meaning that obviously I have to edit instead of play on the server.
Yeah.
Meaning that...
Well, I think it's just because we are very far ahead.
I mean,
Like,
to be fair, you have a lot of the gear, but at the moment you don't really have a lot of builds in place at the moment. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, you have a start. Like, I'm not really one to talk because I also don't have a finished build yet. But I also have a lot of things that I've been
Yeah.
working on in the background. Like, I've got, obviously, you know, I have
Hey,
the
sorry
editing to
about
do. And, like, yeah, I was just saying is that, like, I'm behind because I have all the editing and all of the other stuff that I've been working on behind the scenes. And which means that I can't obviously spend all my time playing on the server.
Yeah, fair enough.
Which then obviously eats into the progress that I have.
I'm gonna be doing that for the actual season.
What's
I
that?
was
Well,
gonna record
we're-
this season, but like,
well, this technically isn't a season, it's a pre-season.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I was gonna do it for this pre.
Which I've just realised, I haven't actually told my audience what I'm planning to do this season. I should probably inform them of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. But yeah, as I
mid,
said, I was-
inform
gonna-
them mid episode 3.
that 10,000 viewers with no idea.
That's being a bit generous. That's being a bit generous.
How popular do you think this guy is?
That's being really generous,
Yeah,
considering
no.
that considering that I've only just. Like, I don't think my first at the time of recording, my first video isn't even out yet. Like,
Oh.
episode 1 is literally being released like this evening.
Oh.
So, it's my episode 1 isn't even out yet at the time of recording. So,
Well, I should probably get going because I have something to do.
yeah, if you yeah. Well, you're welcome to always come around if you want to say hello if I'm online. So. That doesn't mean you can steal stuff. I'm just meaning that, like, you're always welcome
I've never
to
stole anything.
say hello. I know, I'm just saying. I'm just,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
From you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I technically didn't steal it because Dad Man said it's okay, but I took iron from him.
Oh, you took something from his iron farm. That's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you two, you're always welcome to pop around if I'm online, say hello, you know. It's always nice to have
That's so many emeralds.
to have some interaction.
Oh,
Ooh, thank you very much.
Anyway,
Yeah, but it's always nice to have some interaction with the other cogs in my videos. So,
Yeah.
mhm.
you know, other
Always
server
talk to
members make
me.
videos much better.
To talk to people.
Yeah, talk to people. Yeah.
Anyway, let's go fight with the heart.
Yeah. Now I just have to
Also,
remember what I was talking about before you arrived.
I'll be right back.
Because I don't actually remember what I was discussing. Oh, I was talking about the roof. That's what I was talking about. So I have got more of the bricks and things.
and I'm going to start building the rest of this. And as I do this, I'm going to explain plans for this season of what this server's about, what I want to do with it. I know midway through season 3 is not a great place to be doing this. I probably should have done this in episode 1, but better late than never, I guess. So let's get on with it. So this server is, well, currently we're in what we call the pre-season. So we're not actually in the actual server yet. This is just the kind of, like I said in the beginning of the server in my little speech, this is just the get to kind of know everyone set area of the season. The bit before we actually start doing the season properly. Hence why not everyone is recording this season and uploading it, because it's technically not the actual season. It's just the pre-bit. But I'm going to be using this part of the Cogs and Crowns server to kind of find my footing, get used to making YouTube videos, to find my kind of style of doing the videos, to kind of get to know the medium a bit better, because I have made a couple of YouTube videos before. They were made quite a long time ago. Pretty much, I can't remember the last time. The last time was probably 2021, and at that point I didn't have a proper computer or a proper mic or any of the stuff I have now that allows me to do the YouTube videos now that I wasn't able to do then. But I'm now in a situation where I can do YouTube videos quite easily, without lots of annoyances and confusion, and I haven't really got much of a style down yet for how I want to. Like, the first episode was kind of more of like a stream VOD. I don't know how episode 2 is probably going to turn out yet, because I'm still in the middle of editing that, but like at the time of recording I'm still editing it, but hopefully it's still going to be relatively, I hope episode 2 is a bit more actual video feeling rather than stream VOD, because the stream VOD style probably isn't the best style. It's also a bit lazy, I feel, so I'm going to try and work on it a bit harder, try and get it to feel like an actual video. I've been watching a lot of other creators' videos recently to see how they edit their videos. Mainly Mumbo Jumbo is one of the people I've been watching. Green, Mumbo, Scar, and Etho I've been fans of for quite a while. I pop into everyone else's channels every now and then, but those four are the main ones that I watch. I tend to gravitate more towards Mumbo and Green, but I'm doing research on how other creators edit their videos. I'm doing research on ways to improve my content, and obviously I've only just started, so there's definitely going to be a lot of mistakes. There's going to be lots of learning opportunities, but that is the thing that I'm using this pre-season for, is to try and make some of those mistakes before the proper season starts, and I can then focus on making quality content for all of you people at home who are watching this. And that's the main thing that I'm going to be using this pre-season for, is just work out things, to get things done, to figure out how I'm going to go about this, to figure out the kind of the ins and outs of how it works, you know, to learn like the replay mod, and to get down my kind of an editing style and how I want to do these videos, to get down how I want these videos to work, how, you know, the kind of things that usually take a bit of time to get started. I'm going to use this pre-season as that time, basically. Just an area that a point where it's not really important if I mess up or if the server is a little bit iffy, because I'm one of the only few people who is actually recording any content on this server. There is not many people who are deciding to record any of this, as our conversation with Panda before I started doing this section clearly shows, because he's not recording and Heart isn't recording and like loads of people are not doing any recording. I think the only people who are recording are me, Bubble, and Dadman, I think, are the only ones who are recording the preseason. And everyone else is going to focus more of their energy on the actual season. And the main focus of this season is just to learn, like this preseason is just to learn about everyone, you know, get a feel for everyone's building styles and base ideas and like what they can do, get to know each other, that kind of thing, because many people on this server don't know lots of other people on the server. The only people I knew on this server previously were, well, I know actually quite a few of them. I know Dadman and Rem, I know them. I know Panda and Kiki and Heart, and I know Lion Nero, and I know Mellow. But there are a couple on here that I didn't know. Like, I did not know Bubble. Bubble, episode 1 was the first time I have had any interaction with Bubble at all. So, obviously, that's new for me. It's new for her. So the main reason is many people do not know anyone else on the server particularly. Many people just know a couple people. Some people know only one person. Some people know a lot of them. But there are definitely those on the server that do not know many, like pretty much anyone. Like I know quite a few of them. But like I said, Bubble didn't know anyone, really. Bubble knows pretty much no one on the server properly besides Lai. And that's because Lai is obviously the one who set this up. So he was the one who invited all the people. And because Lai knows Bubble was then invited to join this server. But that is the one outlier. Everyone else, I think I know a few bits about, but not many. And that obviously then brings in a problem, because if you don't quite know who's on the server, then you don't really know who it's okay to go and you know, annoy, or like how people will take things and stuff like that, which is what the preseason is primarily going to be used for, is just to get to know everyone, which I realize I've said a couple of times now, but it is true in the sense that that's what we were going to be using it for. And you know, it's just the way that we're going to be doing things. So that was the plan anyway. I don't think it's not quite. The other thing was just to iron out some of the issues with like with the mod pack, with the things we have installed, just to make sure that everything is running how we want it. Has been a couple of times where there's been a few things that we've realized we can't quite remove now because they're already in use, such as the better nether mod we're going to get rid of for the actual season, because it makes the nether too much of a death trap, more than it already is a death trap. It just makes it impossible to successfully use the nether as transport, or even just go to the nether, because it's just too difficult to get around. And we've realized that we shouldn't use that mod for the actual season, because it then will cause a lot more issues, basically. And obviously everyone on the server has their own plans. They all have their own ideas for what they're going to be using this part of the the Cogs and Crowns story, I should say, for. I'm using it to kind of test the waters, to try and get a feel for video creating and, create the free play mod and the people on the server and that kind of thing. But other people, they might just be using this preseason just to have a bit of fun, Hence why I'm one of the few people who is recording this preseason, because is the primary reason why I'm using this preseason is for videos. So yeah, thank you for listening, I guess. Let's just cut to the point where I've actually done the roof. While Kiki has appeared.
Damn right.
That is very loud. The editing of this audio is going to be a nightmare because of that.
I have like 50 other things playing, so I don't know which is which.
You have how much playing?
I have 50 other things. I have a YouTube video, I got Spotify, I got Discord. It's bad.
That's a lot of stuff at one time.
Yeah.
Well, well, welcome to my base area. As you can clearly see, I've already started the work with the deep slate, which thank you very much for that, by the way.
Yeah, I got so much more.
Yeah, I heard you made a gigantic drill.
I don't have it on me, but yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that from Panda, and I was like, I'm not sure how credible that source is, but
So I found some issues with it. So there's a block limit of like 2,000 blocks.
Mhm.
So it was supposed to be 100 by 100.
but you couldn't make it that big
Kind of...
because it was that's too big. It goes over the block limit.
I'll figure it out. That's for
Okay.
future Kiki.
Fair enough, I guess. Well, why do you need such a large drill anyway?
Honestly, it's the only thing I understand from Create, and yeah.
You only understand the drill. Is that why you made such a large drill?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I've just been building this for however long. I feel like this episode is going to be very long, unfortunately. Because before this episode started, the bricks were halfway where they are now, and there was no roof at all. So, or windows, or door, or like pretty much anything. It was literally just a shell. So this episode is probably gonna be a nightmare to edit, unfortunately. But I have an almost finished base, so.
I like how I normally don't do this. I usually build, but I got a skeleton and zombie farm. Trying to figure out a spider farm.
That's cool.
What else? I don't even know. I've been on this server for too long.
See, that's one thing that I realized is that I am severely behind, and I realized it a little bit ago because I literally said at the beginning of the episode that like Lion Nero have got their silverfish farm, and like Heart has got like a load of stuff. You know, they Dadman and Ren have got an iron farm and stuff set up, and I have literally nothing. And then it just solidified the fact when earlier Panda and Heart came over and they were just in full netherite.
Yeah.
That made me realize that I am like even more severely behind everyone else than I thought.
Yeah. Good luck.
Although we did realize one thing is that neither of them two are actually recording this preseason, which means they don't have to do any of the editing work. I have to do the editing work and the uploading and the thumbnails and all that. They can literally just play on the server for as long as they want.
Yeah. I thought they were. That's why I'm gonna like stream this one.
I was on the server for like a day, and then I was off it for 2 days just because I had to edit episode 1. and I was just popping in and out of the server, and then I finished recording episode 2, and then I was like, well, I don't want to record 3 episodes and not even have episode 1 out. That just feels wrong. So I was off for 2 days to finish editing episode 1, because episode 1 had 3.5 hours worth of footage. I should mention that. 3.5 hours of one footage. It wasn't split up at all. It was just one straight footage of 3.5 hours. Never again, because that was a nightmare. But that took forever to edit. So hopefully these next couple of episodes will be easier, because I just have to cut down like 10-15 minute clips. I think the longest clip I have is like 40 minutes, and that's only because I'm building. So I'm just having to find the points in the build that I'm actually doing stuff.
And she was too stunned to speak.
Yeah. I've only done 10 minutes of episode 2 currently, but I feel like it's gonna end up being like half an hour's long. I mean, episode 1 was 45 minutes. That came out like what, 2 hours ago?
45?
Now?
Oh, I don't know.
It came out like 2 hours ago. It was actually released to the public, to the audience, and then I still haven't finished editing episode 2 yet. I am so severely behind schedule.
I was actually in a meeting when you uploaded it, and I kind of ditched. I went to get lunch.
Oh, yeah, I did notice
I didn't
you
really
did
watch
comment on it. I noticed that.
I did.
Lai was actually first, because Lai was there like
No.
2 seconds after it uploaded, because I told him what time it was uploading. Because I had it on schedule. But you were the one who said first, for like before anyone else, which means that per internet rule you are first.
Not first.
Exactly, yeah. Well, that was geeky, I guess, for you. And obviously we discussed a few things off camera, but you know that was stuff that wasn't really relevant. But besides the point is, I managed to thank her for all of the stuff that she's given me. So much tough, and obviously the deep slate that you can see behind me. And I knew she was going to come over because she messaged me, but I was not expecting her to come over. And then obviously we chatted for a bit too long. We chatted for longer than I thought we were going to chat for. So I think it looks pretty good. Oh, I should probably move that actually. There you go. Remove the scaffolding and then look at it. That makes more sense. Yes, that looks really good. I really like how this turned out. I think it needs a little bit more details with some lights and stuff, but I'm gonna figure them out more when I start doing like the pathway and the stuff out the front. But at least for now, I really like that. It looks, yeah, I'm really happy with it. It looks, I think it looks brilliant, personally, but I'm biased because it's my build, so, you know, but I am really happy with it. I think it looks great. And obviously, there's not really, I don't know what they're doing, I don't know what those people are doing, but inside needs some work, but that's for later stuff, and we did some of the stuff out the back. But we did, oh, I should probably move those blocks too, actually. Probably move those blocks. There you go. Like that. And yeah, it looks really good. It looks really, really good. I'm really happy with it. And that is where we're going to leave off this episode, because I think I've done a decent amount of work on it. You know, it's pretty much completed. So thank you all for watching, and as always, I will see you next time. Bye bye!